After 3 weeks of heavy promoing and heavy pre-tournament build-up, the Euros begin today. Hello and welcome to the Sport on Pulse. Hi, I'm Gary Al Smith, and France and Romania begin their onslaught today. On the 10th of July, we will crown a winner to this, the most, well, glamorous, you would put it, of all international tournaments when it comes to continental football. I know Africa will have something to say about that, and South America will as well. But will the big guns of Europe live up to expectation, or will the underdogs steal the show? To begin with our analysis is journalist John Dykes. You might know him from the Barclays Premier League and analysis. He assesses the chances of the big boys. And in the midst of an industrial strike action by the guys who picked the baller really at the Euros, and I'm sure you know about that, the waste management companies around France have gone on strike. So those in France and Paris, especially at the moment, say that the whole city is smelling. But I can tell you that the football, when it begins at 7 p.m., will be amazing. Kweku Mahin joins me from our sports desk. Let's go through the groups. Group B, Group C, Group D, Group E, Group F, and then we finish with Group A. Are you excited, first of all?
Yeah, very much excited. We've been starving for international football, and it comes at the right time for us, just when the European season has just ended. So we are waiting for good soccer. When
it comes to European football, the country with the most exciting league, obviously, is England, and they'll be playing tomorrow against Russia. Let's look at their group, shall we? There's England, Russia, Wales, and Slovakia.
It's a very interesting group. The pick of the games will be England against Wales for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Everybody will be fighting for supremacy in the British Isle concern. But funny enough, the English team has already leaked. As of this morning, the most notable thing was that Jamie Vardy was not starting for the English.
That's the English lineup for tomorrow's game.
Okay. Jamie Vardy was not starting for the English national team. We had Rooney and Dele Alli in midfield, paired by Eric Dyer, and then Lallana and Raheem Sterling up top. So Roy Hodgson will play in a 4-3-3. It's very similar to 2 years ago at the World Cup when their lineup leaked against Italy. But at the end of the day, they lost to Italy. So we are hoping at this time to have a turnaround and beat Russia.
Right. Wales also, obviously, it's all about Gareth Bale. Ryan Giggs was not able to shine at the international stage, but Bale has everything to show for in terms of making history with his country.
Yeah, he has a lot, and he's got a great supporting cast. He has Aaron Ramsey from Arsenal. He's got Joe Allen from Liverpool. There are people who can pull the strings for him when he's even having an off day. So it's going to be very keen, very contested in Group B, and it could be anybody's group, everybody's game in the group.
Sure. Germany, Group C, are the firm favourites over there, but we don't have to overlook Poland, and also Northern Ireland are saying that Karl Lafferty says that if he shows up, Northern Ireland are going to get out of the group. And then Ukraine are a bit of dark horses there, but this group is going to be interesting as well.
It's going to be very interesting, and Germany have a problem now. Their laterals are very much leaking. Since the retirement of Philipp Lahm, they've not got a natural replacement for him. They've tried Emre Can, they've tried Jonas Hector. So it's going to be a bit part player trying to play that position. They're going to shuffle and try and rotate a lot of people there. Northern Ireland, very fantastic in the qualifiers. They consider about only 3 goals. As you said, Lafferty, he scored a lot of goals. He scored 12 goals, the leading scorer in the qualifiers. So it's going to be very keenly contested and also in Group C.
Right. So if you would pick the teams that will get out of Group C, and let's also touch on the fact that Germany versus Poland has an amazing rivalry going on, and that will be one of the picks.
Yeah, it has to be one of the picks, and Lewandowski will want to prove himself against the Germans. He's been playing time and again against the Germans, playing against Hummels. He's been playing against a lot of the German defenders. He will want to prove again that he's one of the best strikers in Europe.
And Poland always have a problem when they play Germany, because invariably, and for about the last 20 years, a lot of Germany's key players have been descendants of had Polish parents or something like that. Let's go back to Group D. The undisputed heavyweight champions of European and international football, Spain, since 2008 are there, but there's also the small matter of the wildly talented Croatia, the Mavericks in Turkey, and Czech Republic, which you must keep an eye on.
Yes, it's going to be a great group. Spain are not at their scintillating best as at 2 years ago. They are in a transition stage, trying to phase out the old guns such as Xavi. And the problem for Del Bosque this time around is he's not been able to have a compact midfield. Yeah. In their last friendly against Georgia, he tried Busquets, Fabregas, and Thiago. It didn't go well. They are hoping that Iniesta comes back against full fitness. Morata, their top striker, is also injured. He picked up a nego in training, and that's one problem for them. But aside Spain, Turkey have a great squad. They'll be relying on their captain Arda Turan, who had a very poor season for Barcelona, but he's one of the best players. As Fatih Terim said, they'll be relying on him, hoping that his creativity and work rate will work for them.
Sure.
As well as Croatia, they have all the H's. They have the Rakitic, the Modric, the Olic, the Perisic. They'll be hoping that their young players once again will prove their core. They've got great potential, but they fail to marvel at tournament, and they see this one as a stepping stone to greater heights for them.
If Croatia have all the H's, then you can say that Sweden in Group E also have the H's as well. In Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who is getting all the attention. Today, we understand that his coach said he cannot fly to England to complete what is thought to be a move to Manchester United. We don't know how accurate that is, but it looks like it's getting there. But in Group E, we also have to look at Belgium. So good, yet people feel that their coach Mark Wilmot is stifling their growth with very conservative football.
Yes, and very much, even it starts right from the back. Their best centre-back pairing, that's Alderweireld and Vertonghen. They've been consistent for Tottenham at the beginning of the season. They're actually playing at the laterals, playing left back and right back. Yeah. And then you play Vermaelen, who has played less than 15 games for Barcelona, starting the middle of defense. And then you have Kevin De Bruyne and Hazard. They've been limited. So the whole Belgian setup, it's more conservative, as you said. They can't fully express themselves, and that could be their undoing in the tournament.
And if there's a team that can take advantage of anyone who doesn't express itself, it's Italy and Sweden. Both teams should be looked out for in the group.
Yes, very much. And Conte will want to make a mark before he leaves to Chelsea. His familiar back 3-5-2 system will be very relevant to the tournament. The players in the team are also conversant with the formation. He has the back three, the Juventus back three, in fact back four, Buffon, Bazzagli, Bonucci and Chiellini. They want to rely on such solid defense and hope that Graziano Pelle will do the difference for them.
The thing about Italy, though, is that a lot of Italians are angry at the 23-man squad because key players like Sebastian Giovinco and others, and some even feel that even if Andrea Pirlo did not have a fantastic season in the US, he should have been put there just because of his experience and what he can do at the big stage.
Yes, certainly, but football is transforming. This Euros is going to rely on a lot of physique and fitness, and you can see that Pirlo is off the mark a bit. He's been playing in the less competitive MLS, and that he'll be found wanting if he plays in the Euro. So I think it's a great decision by Conte to go with the youngsters to France.
Let's not be discriminatory. We've left out the Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, Martin O'Neill and Roy Keane together have built a very great squad. They've got players with the core of them playing in England. But then again, I have to deviate a bit because they have Robbie Keane, who is playing in the MLS. He's doing very well for the LA Galaxy. So Republic of Ireland also a great team. They've got great individual players. And Shane Long also, they can also create a lot of magic in France.
In Group F, there's a small surplus there because yesterday, when Luis Suarez in the Copa America crashed out with Uruguay, one player who would have been very happy with an eye on the Ballon d'Or is Cristiano Ronaldo. If he does well in these Euros, you can be sure that he would say that it is one more reason why he should be above Luis Suarez in the first three nominations. He will be leading Portugal, Iceland, who qualified and surprised everybody, together with Austria and Hungary in Group F.
Certainly, Ronaldo will have to hope that his key players will help him to achieve
his
teammates will help him to achieve this great aim. And Quaresma coming to this tournament has been great form, scoring left, right, centre for the Seleção. They'll be hoping that they can bank on such great form. Fernando Santos has been revolving around the 4-4-2 and the 4-3-3 just to get the best out of Ronaldo. But Iceland cannot be overlooked because they took out the great Holland in the qualifiers. They've got Sigurdsson, they've got Ida Gudjohnsen, good old Gudjohnsen from Chelsea. Yeah. They've got a lot of experience. They can also create a lot of havoc for Portugal.
Right, so we've looked at Portugal and Iceland, Austria and Hungary as well. When you mention Austria, one of the key names to look at, David Alaba and Christian Fuchs from Leicester City. Now, is that all there is to Austria and Hungary now?
Yes, Austria, Alaba will be hoping that he can amend his mistake he made in the qualifiers, that horrendous home goal. So certainly he will be hoping to make amends. They lost their last friendly against Holland on Saturday, and they will be able to use to correct their wrongs.
Fantastic. We looked at 5 groups so far, and we go to Group A, which is where today's opening two teams will be coming from, France and Romania. Let's look at the preview for that one. And just like we do for games, the analysis is on. If you look here, you can see the predicted lineups for France first. Now, of interest to me, I don't know about you, is the man in the middle, Kante. What a rise for him. But let's look at the squad in totality. There's Mangala, who is a blunder waiting to happen all the time, paired with the excellent Koscielny as well, who Wenger described as one of the best centre-backs bizarrely in Europe. But let's look at the lineup.
Certainly, France will be deprived of Rafael Varane, he was the best centre-back pairing, conscientiously. He got injured prior to the tournament, so Deschamps has been a bit skeptical about his central defensive pairing. But apart from that, this is more a predicted lineup for Didier Deschamps. They've not played an international competitive game since June 2014. That's when they lost to Germany in the World Cup.
Yeah.
So certainly they've been trying a lot of systems, and this was the best system you could find. Once again, you say Kante is the main man in the middle, but it's not only about Kante. They've got 3 hard-working, box-to-box, energetic black men in midfield.
Wow.
They've got Matuidi, they've got Kante, they've got Pogba. They can run for 180 minutes and they'll still not be tired. So that's the key for France tonight. If these 3 men are able to stamp the authority on the game, try to feed Martial, try to feed Griezmann, try to feed Giroud, it should be France Day.
Hard-working, energetic. What was the other thing?
Box-to-box black men.
Hard-working, energetic, box-to-box black men. Wow, fantastic. Kweku, thank you very much for your analysis. And you can see more on myjoyonline.com from this tournament right down to the 10th of July. Don't forget that our coverage is brought to you by Pepsi and also supported by SuperSport and DSTV. There are plenty of things to give away, and you should stay with us. I'm Gary L. Smith. Later.